Welcome back, friends, to the second part of our review of the Upmann Sir Winston, and we're well and truly into the last third.
Yep.
Luca, your thoughts, my dear friend?
I loved every single centimetre of it. As it went, as we went further through it, that Upmann shortbread or toasted bread just got more pronounced. It's really present there, and it's just beautiful, which I'm loving. The retro howl's very smooth, and the construction, apart from when the ash dropped on me because I was letting it get a bit too long, it's been great as well. Burning very cool, so very happy, and I love this shortbread. It's really, really nice. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely concur. One thing, and I'm not surprised, it's only a 6-month-old cigar, so it didn't have that much evolution through the thirds.
Yeah.
It's fairly typical for a young cigar in the sense that it was at its best in the first half in regards to its strength. The second half for me was a little bit more, it's definitely stronger in its strength. Oh, it was stronger, okay, but it didn't mean that it wasn't enjoyable. It's still very much enjoyable. It's just for my liking. I've got a few more sticks in my humidor, and I would look forward to having them maybe 12 months, 2 years old. See how they go then.
How long do you think they can age for, maximum?
It's an interesting question, Luca. I've seen people
Yeah.
research online that have them for 10, 15 years, no problem.
Okay.
I think these longer cigars lend themselves to long-term aging. Just maybe that's a generalisation, but I just think if you look at Esplendidos, if you look at Lanceros, I mean that's Cohiba, but we were talking about it before. There's no problem with them 10, 15 years old. I've read reviews of people, going 10, 15 years on these Sir Winstons, and they're just fantastic. If you can age them that long, good luck to you. But they're fantastic, even young.
I'm very happy. There's no harshness in it because of its youth. It's great. It's gone past my expectations.
Yeah. So this would have to be up there as one of the best of the Christmas sample series, and I'm glad that we saved it for last.
Yeah, definitely. And it reminds me I had some lunch before John and his family, and it reminds me of your wife Eleanor's shortbread biscuits that I ate as well. So very nice. So I'm very happy here.
They are. She makes shortbread, like Greek shortbread biscuits with icing sugar on them, but they've got a distinctive almond nuttiness to them, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, just beautiful flavours. Love to see, personally, if I can get my hands on, or if we can get our hands on some aged ones later on in the future to see how they evolve. That'd be very interesting. And if any of you guys have had any aged Sir Winstons, that please leave a message in the thread on the forum. We're both very interested to see what you think as well.
I concur with that. I'd love to hear. I was actually just thinking that as you're saying that. I'd love to hear from what many of you think. If you've got them aged, how do they develop? How do they develop when they're aged? Willing to hear from your experiences. But if they're like this when they're only 6 months old, I know I'm repeating myself.
Yeah,
great.
It's just wow. Yeah, something that young. It's a good start. I think I'm getting close to taking my band off as well, so I ash it and do that.
Yeah. I could definitely see myself nubbing this too.
Yeah. Might need a toothpick. I'm going to get that far now.
Won't burn the fingers.
Yeah.
Again, the fact that it's a Julieta number 2 size, the 47 ring gauge by 178, lends itself to burning cooler. And from my personal experience, just maximising the flavours. It's just how I feel. True of this smoke. Quality.
Yep. If you haven't had any, make sure you get some. Something everyone's got to try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can get your hand on this, get a single. If you can split it, get a couple. If you're lucky enough to get your hands on a box, get a box. Go through some young, age them for later. That's my recommendation. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't know. Maybe I would, and maybe I'd smoke them early if they're this good.
Lock them away. Yeah. That's half the battle with good.
It is. I think
cigars.
If they're anything like the Esplendidos, that Esplendidos in the crystal sample was just similarly outstanding, and you'd be inclined to go through that. I mean, you had one the other day.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah.
The crystal sample was one that I had a couple of weeks ago. I loved it.
And the one I had was a split with John as well. So that was my first Esplendido, and that wowed me. That knocked my socks off. It was great.
But speaking from experience, I've had them older thanks to Trevor, and I know what they evolve into. So again, interested to hear your thoughts, what these evolve into when they're older. It didn't have much evolution, but it's okay.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for more. But I think I'm biased. I love shortbread. So.
Well, you're not the only one. There's many friends of the Banos forum members that love the H. Upmann marker.
What would you? I mean, you had a coffee. I think,
yes.
That would have gone quite well. I
mean, I was actually thinking that. Yeah. I do like to have a black coffee with my cigars, and it complemented it fantastically in the first half.
What else do you reckon would pair well
with this?
Coffee. I agree. We're having just some water at the moment, which it's a very warm day, so we need to keep hydrated. But I mean, coffee would be a great complement to it. Probably Scotch or.
I mean, we sort of touched on this with Fuzz in this Esplendidos review. We sort of both concurred. You would have wanted anything because they're longer, you want them to be a longer, milder smoke. You wouldn't have anything that overpowers it. If you have a Scotch, you just got to be wary that, for my personal taste, that it's not too peaty or Scotch that takes over from the flavour to enjoy the cigar itself. But I think there are Scotches there, if you do enjoy Scotch, that would be okay. And what do you think? I'm not much of a Scotch connoisseur. I do like certain Scotches, but I have very idiosyncratic preferences in regards to Scotch. I like Japanese whiskey. Some of you on the forum do love them too. Yeah. But they are nothing. Japanese whiskies are nothing like. They're a lot lighter than say. Some of your peaty Scotches that have that smoke and coal and medicinal flavour to them, like a Lefroy or a Lagavulin 116 or an Ardbeg 10. I wouldn't personally have one of those Scotches with
not
this.
Me. No, not with this one either. I think, especially a day like this, nice cold pale ale would go well, or a nice lager.
Yeah.
That would always go well. I find it goes well with most cigars.
Are you still retrohaling this? I got to ask. You are.
Almost every draw, and the retrohale is very smooth. Pretty sure you can.
I did. Yeah.
Same. Yeah. It's just beautiful. It's like silk.
Very easy to retrohale. Well into the last third, no problem.
So you'd say strength and flavour probably mild medium? Or?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and definitely not it's not, even though I mentioned before that it was stronger in the second half, it didn't mean that it was medium full or it's undesirable, no. Just, I guess just to clarify what I really mean, that is that what I was getting in the first half, I would love them a little bit older to get into the second half. That's just my preference from smoking a lot of other cigars of this Vitola size.
It's still very cool right near the cherry. It's not It's not too hot. I've been puffing on this probably every 15, 30, 25 seconds. It's just too good to not. And it's still staying nice and cool. I reckon it'll stay cool right until the end, which is why we'll be numbing it.
Yeah, we'll be numbing this. But I'm not actually talking about rating. You know, a lot of people talk about rating. Well, not a lot of people, but some of you talk about the 90 to 95, 100, 85. Like a good cigar is 90. Exceptional cigars from the 90, 95. Cigar that's unbelievable is 95 and above. But I don't know. I don't tend to rate cigars like that. But I don't know. Maybe if I did with this.
What would you do? Considering
it'd be a 91 or 2 or 3. Some 90. Be up there, 91, 92, 93 without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no disappointing parts of this cigar. So I'd say 91, 92.
Yeah. I think the main thing that we need to just reiterate is that if you like H. Upmann, if you like a connoisseur, if you tried the Magnum LE and you've never tried the Sir Winston, get your hands on Sir Winston. I believe you should try all three. They're the quality.
In one day.
I've never told.
Have all three in one day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, or even just after dinner. If you can.
Be quite a day, Luke, if you had a connoisseur that a Magnum 56 and then a Sir Winston.
I feel like Hercules.
It'd be a day you wouldn't forget.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine putting that on the smoking and daily smoking three? All three.
Yeah.
You get 35 likes. And you deserve them. You really would.
A lot of respect. Beautiful.
Yeah. So we're going to finish off the cigar review with just one more question that we're looking at, and that's the question we looked at the whole cigar review series, and that is why would you tend to reach for this cigar? And I think it's a sort of cigar that lends itself to a situation where you want to you've got company and you want to savor something for a good 105 minutes, an hour and 3/4 to 2 hours, and you're looking for a quality long smoke. You're not going to be smoking this as a go-to, I wouldn't think. Some of you may, and all the best to you if you can.
Tell us if you do.
Tell us if you do, if you've got 10 boxes.
Master case. Master case. Yeah.
You just go from one after the other. Like we both Luke and I look up to you if you can do that. But it's one of those cigars you're going to be pulling out every now and then if you want a quality smoke to savour on those special occasions. I think you're going to be going for something like this. Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, good company, good food, good drinks. I think it's a nice lazy afternoon cigar, to be honest. Or even just late evening, night.
Like today.
Yeah, just beautiful.
We're very lucky now, and we've got a little bit of a breeze come up, and we're well into the afternoon now. We're approaching 5:30, 6 o'clock, and it's quite enjoyable to be out here and finishing this off.
Still warm, but it's good that we have the breeze. I think my fez is stuck on my head now from the heat, but doing it for you guys. So.
Actually, I meant to ask you, was there a fez situation up in Chatswood recently? We can talk about that off camera if you want. There were some issues that came up with Fuzz that he said I'll talk about it off camera, but do you remember that a couple of weeks ago?
When Jason bought...
No, wasn't there some guy in Chatswood with a fez?
Yeah.
What happened there? I meant to ask you.
Saw this guy with a fez getting on the train. And it wasn't me. And I really wish I could have met him. I would have given him a cigar and shaken hands. You don't see that much around here. I don't think
Did he see you?
No. But I felt like there's more like-minded people like me, or more weirdos, if you want to say it that way.
Just a special hellos. Again, Sean, thank you very much for your feedback. The Goo, you're a legend. NSX Cigar, we're both thinking of you, mate, talking about you today. And special Scottish guy, iPads. All the best to Scotland in the rugby in 2018. You know, and I mean this objectively. I'm looking forward to them going up the rankings in rugby. Fully deserve their success lately, and I'd love to see them beat England. I would love it. I hope they can in 2018. And the Six Nations is coming up in a couple of months. Anyway, I think we're going to leave it there. And thank you, Luca, for sharing this great cigar with me today.
Thanks, Sean, for having me.
Yep.
Thank you.
And thank you to all of you who have enjoyed this Christmas sample series. We hope that it's helped you in just your knowledge and just your appreciation of these cigars, what they're about, a bit of the history of them. Look, we look forward to. We might do some more reviews outside of the Christmas sample series. Who knows? We'll talk about off camera. But
any particular reviews you want John to do? Just let him know.
We're thinking of doing a Monty A.
Yes, Monty A.
That'd be an interesting review, wouldn't it? It'd be a 3-hour smoke. That'd be interesting to do. We might be thinking of doing that in the next month or two. So that'd be interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to do I think 5 15-minute videos or 4 15-minute videos. That'll be interesting. So definitely that's something we'll look at doing. Yeah.
Would be. All I know about the Monty A's is that the El Pres puts them up and they sell themselves. They just walk. Yeah. And people say, I didn't get them this time. I'm trying to get them. I didn't get them this time.
No, that'll definitely be on the cards. I'm very keen for that. So
Same here.
Monty A's. I don't think there's any. I can't find any reviews on the web of Monty A.
Ken and Rob did one ages ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Long smoke. You need to hold your attention. You need to.
It needs
really
time.
focus.
Yeah.
Needs time.
And that's
Good
what
3 hours.
I said. Dry boxing for 2 days as well. Fuzz mentioned.
Yeah.
Is key apparently.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good experience.
See how we go.
And also, hope you have a safe Christmas break and everyone returns refreshed and ready. And see you at the next gathering. All the Sydney guys and everyone else.
And see you at the next review. And until next time, friends, happy smoking.
Thanks, guys.